But the baby still hasn't arrived, and so Gerrard available again to Liverpool for a match they could well have done without. They were, of course, due to play Portsmouth at Anfield anyway this weekend in the league. But the fact that they drew in this competition at Anfield adds to their already congested fixture list in a week when Liverpool had hoped to be able to concentrate their efforts fully on the continuation of their UEFA Cup campaign. But they've been made to pay for missed chances in that first meeting a week ago. So here they are, reconvening at a very windy Fratton Park, a ground where Liverpool have already lost in the Premiership this season. And it could be another tortuous and tormenting afternoon for Liverpool, despite the fact that Portsmouth are still very much under strength. Matt Taylor, who came on to be the goal-scoring hero at Anfield, is rewarded with a place in the first 11 today. Portsmouth are forced into making two changes from that first meeting. Amdi Faye is suspended, and Ivica Molnar is still suffering with a thigh injury that forced him off in the first game. But there's an immediate return for Kevin Harper, who's now served the 4-match ban he received for a sending off in a reserve match.
Well, I think Portsmouth's formation today will be a 4-4-1-1. Defensively, they will have to be as strong and as resilient as they were last week at Anfield. Midfield has good width with Harper on the right and Taylor, the score of Portsmouth equaliser, on the left. Berkovic will have a free role in behind Yakubu, whose pace could cause Liverpool back four some problems today.
On a windy afternoon that could be awkward for goalkeepers, Liverpool changed theirs with Chris Kirkland back after a broken finger for his first appearance in the first team since Boxing Day. Like Portsmouth, they have two changes from the first match. Harry Kewell is suspended, so Anthony Letalic steps in. Milan Baros continues his road to a first-team return after a couple of reserve team appearances in the 5 months since he suffered a broken ankle. He's on the bench.
Well, Liverpool will play their usual 4-4-2 formation. Same back four who will need to concentrate and be alert against the pace of Yakubu. Midfield will see Haman sitting, allowing Gerrard to get forward to support Heskey and Owen. Expect Giroud and Heskey to change positions during the course of the game.
Matthew Taylor seemed to realise straight away after he'd equalised that this game would be going for a replay, because judging from his celebratory reaction, it seemed he was determined to get to Fratton Park ahead of everybody else. And that was after Liverpool had had such a cracking start with Michael Owen's goal inside the first 2 minutes. But I wonder in a way, Ray, if playing away from home takes some of the pressure off Liverpool, because it seems the earlier they take a lead at home, the more pressure they seem to be under.
I think there's no question about it. If you look at Liverpool's play away from home, the points that they've picked up has been extremely good. The problems have been at home. They've lost far too many games. They're a good counter-attacking team, particularly with the pace of Owen up front and Steven Gerrard making them long runs from midfield. And I expect Emil Heskey to play up front alongside Michael Dean. His physical presence could cause the back four of Portsmouth some problems.
Matt Messias is the man in charge. It's a home tie with Arsenal in the quarter-finals that is at stake. It's a lucrative prospect for Portsmouth. It would be a regular FA Cup meeting for Liverpool if they were to get through against the current holders. Well, if the previous FA Cup meeting of these two teams is anything to go by, you can brace yourselves for a lengthy epic. Previous meeting, of course, in the semi-finals 12 years ago. There was a 1-1 draw then in the first match, a 0-0 draw in the second before it went all the way to a penalty shootout. Here's Kevin Harper back in the Portsmouth first team. And now Matt Taylor, who ensures that we are all here again today. Yakubu trying to put some pressure on Stefan Onsho. And Onsho gets to it. Yakubu recovered his footing but had won the free kick. It's a good start from Portsmouth.
It certainly is. I was a bit surprised that the referee, Mr. Messias, gave the free kick there. Looked shoulder to shoulder to me. Both of them were strong in the challenge there, but he's decided to give the free kick Portsmouth way.
Al Berkovic could be a key player today for Portsmouth. He's the man over the kick. He's gone for goal!
Very close here, isn't he? He's whipped it into the near post. I could just see Chris Kirkland. He was waiting for the ball to deliver to the far post. He's whipped it in there. Good agility to get down as quickly as he did, and welcome to first team football for Chris Kirkland. He's been out for some time, but got down very smartly indeed.
His first appearance of the calendar year, Chris Kirkland has been somewhat injury prone since his arrival at Liverpool. In fact, when he made his return to the reserves, he had to come off at half-time with a back problem. Here's Harper after Carragher's mistake. Harper goes down. There was a coming together, certainly, of Harper and Carragher, but not enough on the defender's part, I think, to justify Harper's fall.
I think the major problem is what happened between Honcho and Chris Kirkland. It's a bad touch from Jamie Carragher, lets Kevin Harper in. He drives at the defence, maybe looking for a free kick. You could just see a collision between the Liverpool centre-half and goalkeeper, and not good news for Gerrard or Chris Kirkland. You've been out for some time and straight back into the action and picked up a little injury there.
Kirkland and Honcho both seem to be all right. Berkovic takes the corner short to Smertin. Here's Nigel Quasi. Now Taylor. Harper. And Latalik wins it, but still unable to venture into the Portsmouth half. Gerrard. Oh, Finnan in trouble as Berkovic nips in. Finnan, though, recovers. Here's Jamie Carragher. Key aspect really for Liverpool in the first match was the missed opportunities. Carragher had a great chance, well saved by Shaka Hislop, and that really was the story of that first meeting. Gerrard too had chances. Here's Finnan. Latalik. Conditions really are going to have a part to play here today. There's a swirling wind in this open stadium.
Oh, definitely, no question, Rob. I think what you must do, both sides, is get the ball down and keep it on the ground. You can see here, you know, the players are trying to get the ball down, but the wind's just blowing the ball a little bit further than they imagine.
As De Zeo, who was outstanding for Portsmouth in the first match. Smertin, now Yakubu. Taylor up to his left. Matt Taylor. Too deep for Yakubu.
Decent ball in, isn't it, from Taylor? But if you look when he puts this ball in, there's only two Portsmouth players in the box. You know, I think that's the problem for them. You can see here, it's a good break. Yakubu's, you know, simple ball out to Taylor, and as he whips it, look at the white shirts in and around two Portsmouth strikers. At the last minute, Kevin Harper comes up on that right-hand side. I think if they're going to get something from this game, you've got to be a little bit more attack-minded to get more players forward into their advanced positions.
Chris Kirkland was absent when Liverpool lost here in October. It was a Patrick Berger goal for Portsmouth that day against his old club. He's among the many casualties Portsmouth have at the moment. But interestingly, back then, Portsmouth were actually above Liverpool in the table. They were 8th, Liverpool just a place below them. Gerard Houllier has got Liverpool back in contention now for a Champions League place, but it's another big week ahead for the manager. They're all big weeks, aren't they, for any Liverpool boss?
No question, Rob. I mean, the first 5 minutes of the match, they haven't settled at all. You know, looking at the formation, we said that Giroud and Heskey would change positions, but I didn't think that Emma would actually start as a left-hand midfield player, and that's what's happened at the moment. It's a foreign position for him. He's played there occasionally for Liverpool. I don't think he's happy playing there. He prefers to be up front alongside Michael Owen. He's the physical presence up there, but Michael virtually playing up on his own.
Here's Smertin. Now Berkovic. Just tries to work it through for Yakubu. Honcho slid across. Now Steven Gerrard. Broken up well by Linvoy Primus. Been a bit of a revelation, really, in his first season at the highest level.
Played with Linvoy at Reading, and didn't think he would get to the standard that he has, but just shows you his dedication and, you know, a willingness to work and training every day to improve yourself. You can play in the Premiership, and that's exactly what he's done so far.
It's Passanen, now Gerrard. Smertin. Gerrard. Here's Michael Owen. Didi Hamann. This is Sheru. Bruno Sheru, who got the Player of the Round award for his 2-goal performance against Newcastle in the last round. Here's Gerrard. Zayu stepped in crucially because Owen was there loitering. Harper now tries to play Yakubu through. Hupia, though, had the run covered.
Expect to see quite a lot of that, though, Rob. You know, when people have got the ball at the back like Passanen, they're just going to try and hit little balls down the channels, down the gullies for the pace of Yakubu to get in behind the two central defenders of Liverpool, because if one thing they might not have is blistering pace. You know, very good at man-to-man marking, particularly Honshaw. You know, when he's marking you and you're in front of him, he's very good at that, but balls in behind has caused him problems.
Hamann. Gerrard. Stefan Honshaw. Lay off by Latalik. Here's Harper. Now Passanen. This is Jamie Carragher. Heskey. Owen. Steve Finnan. Talik's deep ball aimed in Emil Heskey's direction. Passanen trying to restrict him for room, but he's found Carragher. Sheru came short. It's away by Kwasi. Latalik. Finnan just forced to check his run. Aim for Carragher, but it was Yakubu who came back to retrieve it for Portsmouth. A lot of ground to cover, but it was taken away from him by Honshaw.
Just looking at Steven Gerrard there in the middle of the park, you know, he'd made that good run forward, talking about what he will do from midfield, get into them advanced positions to help Michael Owen out. He's just saying to Latalik there, you know, your final ball's got to be better. You know, I know he's not played a lot of games this season, Latalik, but he's got to be better. He's got to retain possession of the football a lot more than he's doing at the moment.
Heskey. Primus. There's Stefanovic. Stefanovic, who was playing against Liverpool in the UEFA Cup last season for Vitesse Arnhem, and knocked out of the competition by 2 goals from Michael Owen over 2 legs. Here's Passanen. Given away to Gerrard. Primus in well on Owen.
Good challenge, wasn't it, from Linvoy Primus? He matched Michael Owen there, pace for pace there, didn't he, in the end? Sliding challenge, and the fans loved it, didn't they? That's what they like to see here.
Honshaw. Sami Hupia. Now Sheru. Gets away from him, taken away by Dzeu. Now Taylor. Smertin. Gerrard snapping in. The best ball from Passanen. Honshaw now finds Latalik. Angled into Bruno Sheru. Passanen again Not the most comfortable clearance. It's Heskey's cross. Metallic will go in to challenge Stefanovic. He wins the corner.
Just a looping ball, wasn't it, from Emil Heskey? But I do feel the wind is having major problems for the players out there at that moment. You know, they just can't get the right delivery into the box. Just watching Emil Heskey then, like there was a slight injury problem there. Just seeing him stretching off his back in particular.
Gerrard's corner. Stefanovic heads to safety for now, but it is another. It's take two for Steven Gerrard with a kick. Heskey got underneath it.
Just too heavy with the touch, Emil Heskey, wasn't he? He was going a little away from the ball here, so it was hard for him to direct it on target. And in the end, it just went armlessly wide. But better pressure from Liverpool, you know, they're trying to get possession of the ball, they're trying to get the ball down and move it around. And I think in particular the full-backs, you know, if they can get on the ball a little bit more and then get into the wide areas, you know, Liverpool could get some joy here.
Smertin. Now Yakubu. And then covering the run of Nigel Quasi. And those supporting runs will be important for Yakubu today. Harper. Yakubu. Now Berkovic. Quasi. On show away. Metallic. It's Carragher, Harper. Smertin. Now Gerrard. Passanen. Gerrard going in with a challenge. The arms of Onsha did seem to be around Yakubu, but the referee was looking straight at it and gave nothing. Gerrard. Now Metallic. Sheru. Good ball to Finnan. Owen. Crowded out. Berkovic hurried the ball to Smertin, who did well to dig it out. Here's Sheru. Quasi coming right across the front of Bruno Sheru, no foul. And here's Berkovic. Harper. Left behind for Berkovic. Passanen. Smertin. Left to Harper to cross. And it's Taylor who retrieves it. Quasi. Neatly away from Metallic. Taylor this time. Oh, Harper was lining up the header. Carragher, though, crucially got across. Here's Haman. Now Metallic. Gerrard. Haman. Jamie Carragher. Sheru taking on Passanen. I think he's crossed away, and Hislop to deal with that by pushing it away.
This is the opportunity here. Good work from Bruno Sheru. Goes past Passanen, whips the ball in, probably too near the keeper. But in the end, Shaka Hislop does well, because he's probably thinking he's going to curl that out a little bit further for one of the Liverpool attackers, and the Eniac just claw it from underneath the crossbar.
The wind does seem to have dropped just a little in the last few minutes, but for a windy day, the ball has spent rather a lot of time in the air, and it might be awkward for goalkeepers when it picks up. Berkovic. Quasi.
Just there, Rob, see, I think Portsmouth's problems are that Quasi and Smertin are sitting too deep at the moment. You know, they're coming back virtually next to the back four, so they've got 6 players behind the ball virtually all the time. It only leaves 4 forward, and Liverpool are outnumbering. One of the midfield players has to break forward and support and make it a 5v5 effort.
Here's Smertin picking up a gallop and finding Harper. Berkovic. Asking a lot of Harper, but Carragher is still pressured into conceding a corner.
At least they had numbers forward, didn't they? The ball through was an encouraging one, and you know, an advanced pass for the pace of Harper, but in the end Carragher did what he should do, just put it behind and get back and get in good defensive areas.
Stefanovic.
Tough chances them, aren't they? You know, the ball's hanging in the air. Sami Hyypiä does well here. He stays with his man, jumps early with him, doesn't allow him to get a free header to head the ball down, and the end just looks over the bar.
Sami Hyypiä there having to deal with the threat of the 2 Portsmouth centre-halves, who were both going for that ball. Passanen. It's away by Finnan to Gerrard. Now Anthony Latalik. Gerrard, well, he left Stefanovic grounded, and Stefanovic couldn't get anywhere near the ball. He got the man.
And they have a little spat in the first game, Rob, as well. There was a little... Here's a lovely ball. This is what we're saying about Steven Gerrard. Makes these long runs from midfield. Great turn. He's away from Stefanovic, in the end just brings him down. Not an area to do that either, particularly when Gerrard's on the ball. He'll put good delivery for the likes of Hyypiä, who comes forward, and Heskey.
Talik's pretty useful in the air as well. Well taken by Shaka Hislop.
Well, it was, but I didn't think that was the worst ball I've ever seen in from Steven Gerrard. I think Latalik, if he's a little bit brighter, he could have got across in front of Shaka Hislop there, and that could have been an opportunity for a goal.
Carragher. Back from Moncho.
I'm sure Chris Kirkland's right-footed, isn't he? Jersey Duke is a left-footer, and that's probably what put Stefan Hodenshaw off. He's so used to Dudek being in goal recently. Put it to Kirkland's left side.
Here's De Zeu. Latalik. And now Stefan Olsho. Jamie Carragher. Shearer lets it run. It carries too far for him. His header away. Harper, Smertin, now Berkovic, and he's offside.
I'll tell you what, that was close. That was close. I think Yakubu's offside originally, as he lets this go. Certainly Kevin Harper was onside, and you know, this new rule at the moment, I thought the referee should have played on, shouldn't he? But Michael Owen, he's getting very frustrated at the moment. You could see him, he's coming off really deep to try and get a kick at the ball, because at the moment the balls forward to him haven't been of the greatest of quality. He probably needs a little bit of support as well, because Giroud's coming deep, Heskey's on this left-hand side, and you know, Liverpool's the only places really they're getting any joy is down the right-hand side with Utilita getting on the ball, and the forward runs of Steven Gerrard.
Gerrard. Now Smertin. Berkovic. Here's Quasi. Berkovic again. Quasi. Controlled by Yakubu. And then given away to Letalik. That's casual on Letalik's part, though.
Just a little bit too frantic at the moment. I mean, at some stage, you know, someone's just got to put the foot on the ball and just keep possession of the ball. You know, it's very frustrating for both sides, and I do understand the weather conditions at the moment. It's not helping the players to get the ball down and play, but you know, they've got to be more confident. If it's not on, come out either side, you know, and I think this is where the fullbacks, particularly at Liverpool, could come more into the play. You know, Finnan and Carragher, they've got to want the ball a lot more and try and get Liverpool's passing game going.
So Talek. Now Primus. This is Smertin. A bit short from Stefanovic for Quasi, and Quasi furious about the pass. With good reason. Stefan Olsho. Now Haman. Olsho again. Gerrard. Olsho. And Gerrard finds the gap for Haman. Giroud steering it through. Smertin coming back. Rush clearance from Primus. Straight to Haman. And the referee inadvertently held up the Liverpool attack then. And atones for it by giving Liverpool a free kick for the challenge on Heskey, but it's going to take further action anyway against Quasi.
It looked a bad challenge, I've got to be honest. Emil Heskey's not moving at the moment. Referee gets in the way there. Just see Emil Heskey just flicks the ball away, and there's the challenge. Catches Emil Heskey on the right ankle there, Nigel Quasi, with that challenge, and I think the referee was absolutely spot on to give the yellow card.
Yellow card then for Nigel Quasi. Did mention anyway that Heskey seemed to be suffering with an injury problem earlier.
I thought it was his back though. Just see Dave Galley just pointing to the back as he goes off there, making sure everything's okay. But I think it was a genuine attempt to try and win the ball from Nigel Quasi. He caught Emil Heskey on the ankle, but he should be fine with that.
Set up for Gerrard. Primus behind it. Cleared by Stefanovic. Carragher holds up Yakubu. Quasi's made a burst through the middle. Taylor's got away on the left-hand side. Blocked off by Haman. Now Heskey. Giroud. Gerrard. This is Owen. Haman. Talek. Finnan. Here's Gerrard. Stretching Deseu gets there.
was a great touch, it really was. That was patient build up there from Liverpool. Steven Gerrard looking for the run of Michael Owen. Timely interception there.
Kinnan's cross, met by Primus, but here's Jamie Carragher, and it's cleared by Taylor. Gerrard. Searching ball, met by Primus. Now Sheru. First time from Gerrard this time, and cleared by Ariane Dezeu. Liverpool have been patient, but Gerrard starting to put one or two more probing balls through now. There he goes again, set away by Carragher, and Gerrard wins a corner for Liverpool.
He's been immense once again, Steven Gerrard. Excellent in the first game at Anfield last weekend, and once again he's carried on that form.
No one had picked up Carragher for the corner routine.
Like the communication there between Giroud and Sami Hyypiä. That was a very, very good ball in from Jamie Carragher. Two players gone for the same ball. Harry Redknapp won't be happy he caught these players napping there, but they're ball, because I know he needs a bit of communication, a bit of talking, particularly from Sami Hyypiä, because he's attacking the ball from the right area. He should be just shouting to Bruno Giroud, you know, out the way, here I come. And he could have had a head-on target there.
Whereas instead, he's inadvertently injured one of his own colleagues. Portsmouth, though, were in danger then. They'd gone to sleep from the corner, and that will be of some concern to Harry Redknapp. It really is a busy Sunday for football, and Super Sunday today comes from White Hart Lane. We'll be watching Tottenham in action against Leicester from 4 o'clock on Sky Sports 1. Heskey. It's Passanen. Carragher. It's Dezeu. Quasi lost his footing. Here's Latalik. Well policed by Dezeu.
Just lost his foot in there, didn't he? Took one touch too much there, Latalik. In situations like that, you know, he's come into the side, he wants to show the manager what he can do, but he might have been better served there just to turn out, lay the ball back, because Steve Finnan and make a long run from that right back position to go and support, and he could have been free to put in a better ball into the box.
Heskey. Here's Taylor. On by Quasi to Berkovic. Taylor's made a good run in the middle, and he'd found himself some room. Yakubu just tried to trick his way past Hyypiä, who stood up to him. Latalik kept it in. Well short from Hyypiä. Harper making room for himself. Now Yakubu, nothing to his left. And away by Steven Gerrard. Gerrard very much the orchestrator for Liverpool, finding Heskey. Loose touch from him. Here's Latalik. Gerrard trying to link up with Sheru. Sheru goes down again, injured. He seems to be in trouble, and Portsmouth are breaking. Quasi. Haman. Bruno Sheru now back on his feet, although still limping. Haman. Away by Stefanovic, who finds Smertin. Up steps Stefan Onsho. Now Gerrard. Here's Latalik.
Not the greatest of ball hits from Latalik, put it behind the goal, but once again, you look when he's put the ball into the box there, Rob, one Liverpool player in the box, Michael Owen. Where's the rest? You know, you're looking round, where's Emile Heskey, where's Bruno Giroud? You know, they've got to be trying to get themselves into the box to give Latalik some targets to hit.
Is it just an overly cautious performance so far from Liverpool?
Well, I just think the way that they've lined up at the moment, Emile Heskey's not happy on the left-hand side. You know, Giroud can play out here. Why don't you play players in their best position?
Here's Smertin. Quasi. Cleared by Huppier, now Giroud. Owen. Now Latalik. Gerrard. Haman. Gerrard looks to seek out Latalik, but it's De Zeo behind it. Again, there was no rapid break from Liverpool just when they looked ready to spring forward. Quite a slow pace. Passanen. Smertin just caught the ankles of Haman then, and he wasn't very happy with his reaction. Finnan. Owen. Now Gerrard. This is Carragher. Heskey. Gerrard steering it out to Steve Finnan, who beats Taylor to it. Tries to pull it back for Heskey, but Smertin's in the way. Ikubu. Berkovic. Now Harper for first touch.
Well, it's difficult for Liverpool at the moment. If you look at the back four of Portsmouth, neither full-back, Stefanovic or Passanen, gets forward. You know, they sit there, they're rigid, you know, it's a four in the line there. And Liverpool are finding it difficult to get in behind them. You know, and that's why they've always tried to play in front of them and then try to hit shots from distance.
It's been quite tentative from both so far. No real opportunities to speak of. Passanen's kick. Taylor. Now Huppier. Michael Owen. Push from Primus.
Just over eager there, wasn't he, Linvoy? You know, he got nice and tight on Michael Owen. And then when Michael just tried to make a little movement to get away from him, you could just see that Linvoy put his arm across and pushed him to the ground. Easy decision for the referee.
Jamie Carragher. On show. Now Finnan. Gerrard. Giroud. Gerrard looking long this time for Emile Heskey, who did well to keep it in. Owen. De Zeo following Giroud along the line. Primus. Gerrard. Carragher. It's Petri Passanen away. Heskey. A turn away from Quasi, but he's lost out to Berkovic here. Here's Quasi, Taylor up to his left, and he's picked him out. Yakubu. Nice link up with Taylor. Harper's in the middle. Oh, struggling to get there. Two men on him anyway, Shearer and Carragher. Here's Owen. Good strength again from Primus to stop him from getting away.
But that's a feature of Limboy's game. Not the most comfortable on the ball, I think I'd be the first to tell you that. But when it comes to a race against most strikers, you know, he has got the pace to go alongside him, and there, the tenacity to win the challenge as well.
Limboy for England, shout the crowd. Could you see him partnering Owen in the England team?
I think he's from Jamaica or something like that.
But they've clearly learned the lesson of that first match when Liverpool cut them apart inside the first 2 minutes, and Primus has shackled Owen really well today.
Oh, he certainly has, and just looking at Litalik in the middle of the park at the moment, I think he's just had a kick in the ankle.
Here's Gerrard. Slipped through for Emil Heskey. Dazeu got across, but Shaka Hislop made another important contribution.
He's at it again, isn't he? What a wonderful ball, though, from Steven Gerrard. The pace of the pass is absolutely excellent. Look at that from Shaka Hislop. Spreads himself extremely well, and just carrying on from the last game against Liverpool, where he made save after save to keep his side in the match.
Well, one of those was from Emil Heskey, and he's denied the England striker again.
In saying it, though, it wasn't the best strike from Emil Heskey. There was a lack of conviction when he went into the box there with his left foot. I think on his right-hand side, he would have been a lot more comfortable.
Shaka Hislop, who's celebrating his 35th birthday today. Jamie Carragher was the other player from whom he made an outstanding save in the meeting at Anfield. Here's Berkovic. Now Quasi. Smertin. Harper. Danger well read by Sami Hyypiä.
But that's the threat of Kevin Harper, isn't it? You know, there it's just about blistering pace. Got away from Jamie Carragher, but terrific reading of the game once again from Sami Hyypiä.
Haman, now Shearer. Smertin. Here's Quasi. Taylor.
You expect better quality, don't you, than that from Matty Taylor. But once again, when he did put the ball into the box, and he just lack of numbers from Portsmouth in the box, and Yakubu in there on his own. I suppose in some respects Harry would be reasonably happy. You know, 40 minutes or so into the game, it's still 0-0. Liverpool haven't really caused them too many problems apart from that chance from Emil Heskey. I just feel if they're going to win this game at some stage, they're going to have to gamble a little bit more and get people from midfield forward to support Berkovic and Yakubu.
Passanen. Now Berkovic. Here's Quasi. Given away to Litalik, who's been set through by Shearer. Here's Owen. Now Finnan. Haman. Shearer. Gerrard. Litalik is kept at bay by Dazeu. Flick back by Gerrard. Stefanovic in the way. Given away again. Here's Finnan. Shearer, Owen. It's Finnan's cross. Passanen gets underneath it to clear, but it is a corner.
It's a good ball in from Stevie Finnan. If you watch Latalik at the far post there, he really should have drove in alongside Passanen and put him under pressure. In the end, he gave him the simple chance of just to clear the danger.
Gerrard's kick. Finnan's cross is blocked by Taylor. Hupia. Back in from Carragher. Owen going for the spectacular. Not making any contact with it. There's Smertin.
Just forcing it at the moment, Rob, aren't they, Portsmouth? You know, there's a perfect example just to keep the ball. They've been under pressure. You know, Liverpool have been in their goal for the last 2-3 minutes. Now you've got to try and quiet the game down by retaining the ball. But there, he sees the running Matty Taylor. It's a good 60-70 yard ball to play, and the chances of it coming off are pretty slim. Just keep the ball.
Sheru. Hupia. Now Haman. Gerrard. Owen. Gerrard's ball finds Heskey. On a day when the wind has made passing unpredictable, it's noticeable that Steven Gerrard still seems to find his man every time.
Yeah, it's a fantastic pass to the ball there, and the Liverpool fans and players not happy with the referee, Mr. Messias, there, because they believed that Bruno Giroud kept the ball in, played it off Kevin Harper, and it should have been a Liverpool throw.
On show. Man. Jamie Carragher. Gerrard was in an offside position.
You would think, though, Rob, as the home team, that Portsmouth would be a lot more attack-minded, wouldn't you, at the moment? I mean, they haven't really had a shot at the Liverpool goal since the free kick in the first minute or so from Ayo Berkovic when Chris Kirkland made the easy save at the near post. Apart from that, I think they've gave Liverpool the opportunity to dictate the pace of the game. You know, they were the one that's been creating the better opportunities.
Haman. One back by Kwasi. Now Berkovic. Here's Taylor, four men moving to his right. Overrun though by Matthew Taylor. Taylor injured at the start of this season, delighted to be back playing now after that Achilles problem that halted his debut season in the Premiership, or certainly held it up. Here's Gerrard. Heskey. Hupia. And usually given away by Gerrard. Here's Smertin. Gerrard recovers with the tackle, but he has given away the free kick here. And there'll be 2 additional minutes in this first half.
That was a stupid foul, wasn't it, from Steven Gerrard? Just born out of frustration, really. Because he tried a little flick pass in midfield, gave the ball away to Smertin, ran back and dived into the challenge, brought him down, and, you know, right on half-time, to give Portsmouth an opportunity to maybe get the first goal of this match.
The wall lines up. Quasi and Berkovic are in prolonged discussions over what should happen from this situation. Quasi takes. Huppier heads away. And Haman meets the throw-in. Here's Quasi. Berkovic. And put out by Letalik. Now Taylor. In from Quasi. Cleared by Stefan Oncho. Letalik here looking for the run of Michael Owen. Again, Primus is the player he has to deal with, and this time he's got away from him, but Pasternak comes back with the tackle.
Good challenge, wasn't it, from Pasternak, because Michael Owen looked like he got away from Linvoy Primus for the first time in the game there.
Half-time, very cautious first half from both teams. Shaka Hislop saving the one real chance that Liverpool have managed to muster from Emil Heskey. Michael Owen, though, has been well policed for the most part by Linvoy Primus, just threatened to get away there close to the end of that half.
There's Richard Hughes, had a few opportunities since arriving here from Bournemouth, but he gets his chance in the second half this afternoon. Let's rejoin our commentators, Ray Houghton and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, Richard Hughes is actually a former youngster at Arsenal, and of course it's a place against Arsenal that's being fought for here, but we're no closer to knowing who will take their place in that match against the cup holders. Who knows, maybe history in the FA Cup will repeat itself between these two teams. Is there a problem here with Milan Baros? Has he got some jewellery or something that he's got to take off? The referee sending him over for some sort of formality to be completed. What on earth was that about?
That's incredible, isn't it? Oh.
Maybe he didn't think he was fit enough after his 5-month layoff and just gave him a few extra yards to run. Baros back in the first team for the first time since the 13th of September when he broke his ankle against Blackburn Rovers. He did make a scoring return to the reserves last week, and he's played another reserve game since in the 1-1 draw with Manchester United. Actually won the penalty that Danny Murphy converted to give Liverpool a 1-1 draw. But it's a place in the FA Cup quarter-finals at stake if Liverpool can win this replay. Portsmouth on the attack though with Harper. And straight away Portsmouth win a corner.
Good run from Kevin Harper. Said earlier about the pace that he's got in behind Jamie Carragher, but good recovery work from Jamie to get back then, get the challenge, put it behind for a corner kick. But the big lads for Portsmouth now come forward, and Taylor on the ball, put good delivery in there.
Taylor who does deliver, and it sweeps right across. I was about to say actually that the wind, if anything, seems to have picked up.
I think it certainly affected the cross in here. I think Pasternak just loses the flight of the ball here at the back post. Just can't get on the end of it. And Sammy Huppier is the one that initially misses it. Just goes over the top of Huppier's head, and Pasternak maybe could have done a little bit better.
Matthew Taylor will be pleased with that delivery though, which put the Liverpool defence under a spot of pressure. Here's Yakubu. A man came back at him to stop him getting a decent shot at Kirkland's goal.
But what he should have done there, Yakubu, just played it out wide to Kevin Harper. You know, it was a difficult shot to take on. He was off balance at the time, and Harper was on that right-hand side free.
Here's Finnan. Now Letalik. Barosh seemed to foul by De Gea, but the referees let it run. Barosh has got away from Taylor. There was a push then. Well, yet again there was an advantage to be played. Possibly more of a case on that occasion than the previous one.
That's dreadful refereeing from Messias there. No question about it. It was a free kick. I don't think there's any arguments against that. Barosh shows good pace away from Taylor. As you can see, the assistant referees flagging, and the referees, you know, blew up for the initial free kick. I think he should have played on there, because Barosh was in a very good position for Liverpool.
Steven Gerrard with a free kick. And there's a handball, it's a penalty. Primus is saying that it was a Liverpool hand, but the referee, who finds himself surrounded here, has pointed to the spot and given Liverpool the kick.
I think it's Barosh. I think it's Milan Barosh who actually handles this as the ball comes in. The Portsmouth players are adamant it was him, and it certainly was. I don't know if I can get it wrong. Let's be honest. Limbo Primus is a black kid, and Barosh is white. I mean, how can he get that wrong?
Well,
I mean, it is embarrassing.
He's going to consult with his assistant, who surely would have had a better view of it than him. And Guy Beale's verdict is going to have a key role to play here. Well, he's motioning players away who are trying to listen in on the verdict. But how clear a view did the assistant have of it? And is he going to tell Matt Messias he got it wrong?
It's not hard, is it? It's really easy. If he's looking across at the incident, Rob, he must see it. Now, the players aren't helping the matter. They must keep out of the way. They're not going to change the assistant or the referee's mind here. They have to have the discussion, and then they'll make the decision. For me, it can be nothing else than a free kick for Portsmouth.
He's made the right decision. The referee's he's taken the verdict of his assistant, who had the better view of it, who was aware that it was Barosh's hand that has touched it, and he's redeemed the situation.
Do you know what I'd like to have seen there, Rob? For Milan Barosh to walk over to the referee saying, you've got that decision wrong, unfortunately it was my hand. End of argument. But at the moment, now the Liverpool players are going and argue. Here's the incident again. It's clearly Barosh handed it up there, and the referee's in a decent position to see that. He should have seen that that was a Liverpool hand that last touched that ball, and then you don't have incidents like we've had.
But the one thing we will have to credit Matt Messias for is the fact that he was big enough to say he had got it wrong, and he's changed the verdict. Here's Barosh, now Primus. Smirtin. Harper. Sheru. Berkovic. Passanen, on by Hughes. No handball from Berkovic. Here's Kevin Harper. Berkovic, Yakubu's in the middle, well taken.
I'll tell you what, Rob, I think we needed that instant to liven this game up, because all of a sudden now Portsmouth are starting to get numbers forward. This is a decent ball to the far post there. You know, a yard or two further out, and it could have posed problems from Chris Kirkland, but in the end he gets down smartly and makes an easy save in the end.
Well taken by Chris Kirkland. Here's Onsho just marshalling it away from Yakubu. Well, the penalty controversy certainly has livened everything up here. Gerrard Houllier thought that the break of good fortune was going to be in his favour, and for a minute or so it looked as though it was. Harper. Now Smirtin. Here's Berkovic. Smirtin. Taylor. Finnan. Deseo making that his. Finnan. Quasi. There's Taylor. Hughes. Back from Smertin to Quasi. Quasi goes on, hits Olsho. Well, after the scare over the penalty, Portsmouth have certainly stepped up their game.
I think the fans are helping them out as well now. They're getting right behind their team. It's more of an FA Cup match now. They know it's at stake, you know, so that's the possibility of playing against Arsenal in the next round.
Wouldn't you just love to be the season ticket holder in front of the man with the drum? Here's Barosh. Richard Hughes, who's only been on the field 8 minutes, getting a yellow card.
Bit of frustration here as well. Barosh does well, gets away from a Kubu initially. You can see Hughes coming in. He did bring Barosh down there, and I think the referee was right on top of the situation. He's seen straight away that warranted the yellow card.
2 Portsmouth players on yellow cards now then, Quasi and Hughes. Berkovic this time is fouled by Didi Hamann. And here's Taylor, whose role is now more defensive since Stefanovic came off. This is Finnan. Carragher. Now Primus. Quasi. Here's Harper. Hughes. Now Sheru. Going back well by Hughes. This is Quasi. Now Smertin. Laced through to Yakubu. He's got a lot of work to do. Needed some support, really.
Well, he did, but he decided to go on his own. Might give credit to Stefan Honshaw, because he actually dropped off to play Yakubu onside, but stuck with him extremely well. And then when he got the shot on, got a nice little block, and it took the sting out of the shot, and he easily went through to Chris Kirtley. A good spell of pressure from Portsmouth in the last few minutes. And I think Hughes coming on has added to it. You know, he's trying to get forward, and he's putting his foot in, and he's chasing back, and he's getting the Pompey crowd behind him.
Redknapp and Jim Smith alongside him. Jim Smith, of course, who was the Portsmouth manager when they were in the semi-finals of this competition against Liverpool, and after a 1-1 draw in the first match and a 0-0 draw in the second, it went to a penalty shootout at Villa Park, which Liverpool won. Here's Owen. Now Sheru. Jamie Carragher. Michael Owen. Here's Barosh. Hamann!
When he's at his best, Dietmar Hamann, he strikes these with such venom, but here he decides to go for the curler. Good work from Michael Owen. Quasi closes down Barosh, there he goes for the curler. I think he'd been better suited there to strike the ball and try and cause Shaka Hislop some problems in that Portsmouth goal.
Smertin. Owen. Now Finnan. Metallic. Gerrard. Smertin to Harper. Gerrard. Barosh. Looking for Owen, it's Passanen away. Gerrard. Met by Primus. Bruno Cherou's cross.
I think when you've got, the likes of Barosh and Owen in there, who are not the tallest, you've got to hit the ball in a little bit lower, and give them the advantage rather than hitting it in for the big centre halves or a keeper like Shaka Hislop. It's going to take them crosses all day.
Here's a man. Now Barosh. Michael Owen. Talek laced through towards Gerrard, but Dazeu got a touch, and from his point of view it went the right side of the post.
Great touch, this is absolutely fantastic. Who's ahead of the play again? Steven Gerrard. That's a wonderful ball in from Talek, and Dazeu's kept his team in it here, because I don't think Shaka Hislop would have got to that before Steven Gerrard, and in the end just went behind the post for a corner, but great defending from Dazeu.
More experience being called for from Liverpool. Danny Murphy's coming on to take the place of Anthony Talek, whose first start in the FA Cup has been disappointing, really.
It's a shame, really, because the best ball he played in is the one just before he leaves the field of play.
Gerrard's corner. A man. Now Yakubu. Carragher stuck with him. Pompey. Now Danny Murphy. Cheroux. Here's Finnan. Barosh. Finnan. Gerrard. Clearance by Dazeu. Cheroux, Murphy, and look at the space, it's Milan Barosh! Great tackle, oh, it's a penalty! Matthew Taylor cannot believe it, but this time it is a penalty award that will stand. It's another controversial one, though.
What game is this referee watching? Because he's not watching the same one as I can tell you. It's a good ball through, he's definitely onside, but this is a wonderful tackle from Matthew Taylor. Clearly takes the ball, there's no way in the world that this should be a penalty kick. There you can see the challenge, he wins the ball. Milan Barosh goes over the top of it after he's taken the ball, and the referee, I think, has been determined to give Liverpool a penalty.
4 of Michael Owen's 11 goals this season have come from the penalty spot. Right in front of the Liverpool fans. Owen lines up this one, but there will be a delay before he can take it, because Portsmouth have an injury problem to Hughes.
I think it's Richard Hughes who came on as a substitute. Could be his hamstring. And this would just typify Harry Redknapp's luck at the moment. 15 players out, injured or suspended at the moment. And it looks like could be another one is going to come off here after coming on at half-time as a substitute. Here's it is here. Watch this challenge from Matthew Taylor. Clearly wins the ball. There's no way in my mind he does anything other than take the ball there. And you see his reaction straight to the referee, Mr. Messias, to say you've got it wrong. And he has got it wrong once again.
Well, Taylor, the hero of the meeting at Anfield, the man who got the equaliser, may well have conceded the penalty here that puts Portsmouth's FA Cup future in jeopardy. Hughes' further involvement in this game at the moment is in jeopardy. But the spotlight now on Michael Owen. There's been a long delay before the taking of this kick. He's facing up to Shaka Hislop, who celebrates his 35th birthday today. And Hislop celebrates his birthday with a penalty save.
Well, justice has been done for me. because it should never have been a penalty kick in the first place. It was a poor penalty from Michael Owen. Lack conviction for me. Just tries to place it in the corner, and it's an easy save for Hislop in the end, but no more than Portsmouth deserve.
Justice is done. Hughes back on the field for Portsmouth. Hughes again, away by Stephen Onshow. Here's Finnan. Very unlike Michael Owen, that a complete lack of belief really about the kick. Don't know whether the delay might have affected him. Surely not the injustice of the first award. Another yellow card here for Portsmouth. They're stacking up the bookings. Smertin, the third player to be cautioned.
I think Portsmouth are starting to get that feeling it must be our year. After last week where they should have been out of this competition, and today, you know, Liverpool were given a perfect opportunity to take the lead. But great save in the end from Hislop.
Liverpool awarded 2 penalties. One award promptly rescinded by Matt Messias. The other one he stuck to, but Liverpool still missed the kick. Haman, Barosh, Haman again. Bearing in mind the FA Cup history of these two clubs, we thought penalties might have some part to play, but never would have imagined in the circumstances in which they have happened during the game itself. This is Murphy. It's Finnan's cross, and it's Murphy's header wide.
Not a bad effort from Danny Murphy, was it? He made a good run from midfield. Steve Finnan picks him out with a cross. Just see here, his first touch is good, it's out his feet, he's looking for movement. Danny Murphy does that, just gets too much on the ball, takes it behind the goal for a goal kick.
Onshow's header back. And here's Finnan. Hupia. Barosh up against Lindvoy Primus.
I'll tell you what, he's done well since he's come on, Milan Barosh. You know, involved in the penalty situation twice, but his all-round game's been excellent. He's given Liverpool an extra dimension at the moment, but I have seen him breathing rather heavily. It doesn't matter how much training you do when you've been out as long as him, you know, match practice is something you only get from games.
Gerrard. Here's Finnan. Broken up well by Richard Hughes. Now Kwasi. Onshow sliding in. Yakubu tipping Haman. Taylor, hugely relieved man at Owen's penalty miss. Murphy trying to play in Michael Owen. Done well here, Owen. Found himself somewhat isolated. Hughes, Berkovic. Liverpool holding a high line to try and catch Yakubu offside, and they have.
He never got himself in an onside position at all there, Yakubu. You know, Berkovic is trying to wait for him. Well, here's this penalty incident once again. There you can clearly see Matthew Taylor wins the ball. Milan Barosh just goes over the top of his foot as he wins the ball, and there's no question in my mind it wasn't a penalty. And it's an easy save in the end. I mean, you can see that Michael Owen just hits it nice and low. Look at the reaction of Matt Taylor, absolutely delighted, because he knew that the referee had made a poor decision.
Taylor and Owen, the two men who had such a big part to play in the first meeting of these sides at Anfield when they got the goals, and they've had differing roles to play this time. Sheru, Carragher, Now Steven Gerrard. Well, over the course of these two matches, if Portsmouth do progress in the FA Cup, they'll owe a huge debt of gratitude to Shaka Hislop. Carragher. Hughes. Barosh. Taylor. Here's Stefan Olsho. Finnan. Haman. On show. Here's Yakubu. Berkovic. Smertin. Now Passanen. Smertin. Yakubu. Gets away from Onshow, but Huppier gets back at him. And Yakubu has been booked for a dive.
Well, I'd like to see that one again. Obviously, you're looking at Sammy Huppier there. He's not happy with Yakubu. Just having a little chat with him there, saying there's no need to go down. There's no way that a touch is a little shake of the hands. It's a decent ball through. He turns Honcho very well. You can just see that Sammy Huppier comes across. Really doesn't touch him at all here, I don't think. Goes to ground rather easily. I think he's trying to con the referee and to give him a free kick on the edge of the box there.
All four cautions so far to Portsmouth players. Huppier. Barosh. Berkovic. Nigel Quasi. Carragher. Yakubu keeping the pressure up and forcing him to concede the throw-in. Good pressure from Portsmouth.
Such a hard job up front on his own and for Yakubu. He's not the tallest lad, I'll tell you what though, he's so quick and strong. And I never see die attitude up there. Just needs some support.
Berkovic. Here's Passanen. Passanen retrieves it. Yakubu is offside. Harper and Hughes have been trying to make angled runs to support Yakubu whenever the opportunities presented itself in the second half.
I still think it's up to the likes of Smerton and Quasi to get forward as well. They seem reluctant to do so. They're far happier sitting in a more defensive role. And they've already got four back there, so them two go back, that's six. You've only got four outfield players trying to get forward. That's not enough.
Oh, mistake by Huppier. Now Berkovic. Kevin Harper. Smerton, Yakubu, look at the space here for Hughes. Yes! It's the substitute, Richard Hughes. And the FA Cup quarter-finals beckon for Portsmouth as Fratton Park erupts.
Unbelievable. Out of absolutely nothing. Probably the first time in the last few minutes that Portsmouth have actually got forward into the Liverpool half. And Liverpool have been undone with a fantastic strike from Richard Hughes, the substitute. Good vision from Yakubu. I thought he took too long to do it, but you can see two Liverpool players sliding in. Honcho and Steve Finnan, but it's too late. He gets out of his feet, he strikes it low and hard, and Chris Kirkland can't get down. And tremendous finish from Richard Hughes. It's gave Portsmouth the lead in this FA Cup.
His first goal for Portsmouth, and the former Arsenal youngster may well have his club heading to a quarter-final against his former side.
Now we'll see Liverpool's intentions. what they're going to do now, how they're going to break this Portsmouth defence down, because they've been so strong and resolute in this game once again.
Barosh wins a corner. Danny Murphy with a corner. Gerrard! Fine save again from Hislop.
He's unbeatable at the moment, isn't he, Shaka Hislop? He loves playing against Liverpool. Great run from Steven Gerrard, good ball in. Looks like it might have just dipped underneath the bar, but Shaka Hislop had to do what and get it behind for a corner.
Liverpool could be caught on the break here. Yakubu, though, is held up. Now Smertin has Taylor ahead of him. Beyond his reach.
Sure, Harry Redknapp be turning around and saying, you know, I don't want my left back getting forward. Make sure you stay back and defend.
Gerrard. Here's Barosh. Zeu trying to force him into a corner.
Good run once again, wasn't it? Good pace he shows, Milan Barosh. Once you run at defenders, commit them to the challenge. But I've got to say, Rob, the two centre-halves for Portsmouth today, Primus and Dizou, have been absolutely first class.
Murphy's kick. Gerrard. Now on show. Haman. Carragher's in there, this is Murphy. Shearer, Jamie Carragher! Right across the face when Owen was bidding to get on the end of it.
I think Michael had to have been offside here. It's good build-up play. Shearer with the through ball for Jamie Carragher, certainly onside there as he plays it. Well, just hits it too hard, doesn't he? Doesn't give Michael any opportunity at all to get on the end of it. That was a good chance for Liverpool.
Kubu, now Berkovic. Here's Harper. Sliced away by Stefan Oncho. Well, if Liverpool falter here, it'll be the 7th time in 8 seasons they failed to reach the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. One occasion in that time when they did reach the last 8. They went on to win the thing against Arsenal, but Gerard Houllier's team at the moment will be denied a quarter-final appearance against Arsenal. Hopeful one in from Pasadena. Yakubu challenging. Kirkland's lost it. Hughes saved by Kirkland. Hughes again, and Kirkland recovers magnificently from the initial handling error.
I thought that was a foul. Yakubu makes no attempt whatsoever to try and jump for that ball. And we can see Chris Kirkland's all over him. The referee is right in front of it. Once again, I think it's another poor decision from Mr. Messias.
And now the flag is up. But Chris Kirkland, to be fair to him, he didn't stay to protest. He quickly got on with his job.
Well, he backs into him. We can see there, Yakubu is backing into Chris Kirkland. The referee is watching it. In fairness to Chris Kirkland, he gets on with it, but his reaction afterwards when finally Stefan Oncho clears it, you know, he went straight to the referee and absolutely livid with the decision that he gave.
Now Portsmouth fans up in arms as Smertin gives away a free kick for the challenge on Barosh. Liverpool have to work something from this to try and wrestle the initiative back. Murphy takes a quick one. Just trying to outsmart Shaka Hislop.
35, you said, Shaka Hislop. Isn't it Murphy? I'll tell you what, he didn't get across there like a 35-year-old. He read it extremely well. Look at that, across the goal. He knew it was going wide. First-class goalkeeper.
He's only kept 1 clean sheet in the 7 matches since his return from a hernia operation, Shaka Hislop. But if he can manage another one here, then Portsmouth will be playing in the quarter-finals of this season's FA Cup against Arsenal. Portsmouth, who've won the FA Cup just once in their history, the last one before the Second World War. Stefan Oncho, now Haman. Sheru. Haman. Murphy. Finnan. Sami Hyypiä. Done by Danny Murphy. It's not exactly a make or break week for Liverpool, but they will be continuing their UEFA Cup campaign with the first leg against Levski Sofia this week. And it will not get that week off to the best of starts if they're to be dumped out of the FA Cup here. Still plenty of time for them to play their way back into this. Gerrard. Owen moves too early, cleared by Primus. Now Kwasi. Yakubu. Getting that position between Onjo and Hyypiä, and he's got away. And here's Berkovic. Yakubu! Kirkland flew out at him and may just have done enough to put him off.
How well did he do here, Yakubu? I'm talking about his strength and now his pace to get away from defenders. This is a lovely through ball. I thought he could have given a penalty there as well, the referee. Looked like Haman was just pulling at the shirt of Yakubu. But then he's got to get this on target. You know, he's put it wide of the goal. Chris Kirkland's come out extremely quickly to him. Might have put him off slightly, but he's got to hit the target.
Taylor's ball this time is beyond Yakubu's reach. And here's Gerrard. Dzeu's header, an awkward one. Primus deals with it, but here's Carragher, and cleared by Hughes. Haman. Gerrard. Well, it was an uncharacteristic mistake by Ariane Dzeu, that, but it put his team under pressure for a moment. Sami Hyypiä. Sheru. Now Carragher. Owen. Dragged down by Kwasi. He's hurt himself in the process.
He's got to be careful as well, Kwasi, because they're already on a yellow card at the moment.
Gerrard's ball in. Barosh, was he being pulled? Sheru gets it back across. And there's Hughes. Gerrard. Dzeu firmly behind this one. Kwasi. Glad to just get it away and give them time to settle.
Well, they have got to settle at the moment because they're giving possession of the ball straight back to Liverpool. At some stage they're going to take one of these chances.
Well, they're going to throw Florent Cinema Pongol on. Here's Haman. Here's Murphy. Michael Owen. Sliced away by Passanen. Headed back by Stefan Oncho. From a cautious approach in the first half, it's very much the opposite now for Liverpool. They're having to redeploy everyone in the final third of the field, or as many men as they can. Owen, he's got away from Primus this time. Michael Owen! Looked as though Hislop may have got a touch to that, but the goal kick's been given.
That's a corner. As simple as that. That's a wonderful save once again from Shaka Hislop. We can just see the ball in here to Michael Owen. For once he gets away from Linvoy. Primus hits the shot with his right foot. I'm still positive that he gets a touch. A better angle from here. Yes, certainly does. Get a little touch now. Takes it behind for a corner kick. Wonderful save once again from Hislop.
But a wonderful save he's happy not to take the credit for. He's happy enough with a goal kick. Kwasi's had a bit of an injury problem. And now Liverpool are going to make another substitution. Bruno Sheru is coming off. And on in his place comes Florent Cinema Pongol.
It's gamble time in it as far as Liverpool's concerned. Probably just play with 3 strikers, try to get the ball forward as quickly as possible and hope to get another opportunity like they just did there.
Zeu, Hupia, and Michael Owen is beaten to it by Shaka Hislop. Finnan, Murphy, Gerrard, Finnan, and the clearance by Taylor. Stefan Onsho. Gerrard. Here's Barosh. Forced off the ball by Ariane Dezeu. Liverpool get the free kick. Gerrard, always anxious to try and get things moving again quickly for Liverpool. Gerrard takes him. Carragher at the back post, heads it right across.
Well, they should have done better, shouldn't he, there? I mean, that's a wonderful ball to the far post. Jamie Carragher's unmarked, he's got to get that on target. Looks like he's try-head it to the far post where Sami Hupia was, but he'd been better served going for goal there.
Passanen. Headed back from Hupia, but the flag was up anyway for offside against Yakubu. Here's Steve Finnan. Nahaman. Danny Murphy. Gerrard. Smertin. Cleared by Dezeu. Haman. Owen. Owen Kwasi. Just nicked it away from Stefan Onsho, but Sami Hupia is back there covering. Hughes. Murphy. Passanen. Free kick for the challenge on Harper.
Welcome relief for Portsmouth at the moment, isn't it? You can tell by the reaction of the fans as well. Just need to keep possession of the ball. They're giving it away to Liverpool far too easy at the moment. You can see the response of Jim Smith and Harry Redknapp not happy at the moment.
Here's Michael Owen. Florent Cinema Pongal. Flying challenge from Petri Passanen and good handling again from Hislop.
That's a terrific chance, it really was, with great defending from Passanen. Once again, look at the pace of Michael Owen, getting away from defenders, commits them to the ball, leaves Pongal with the opportunity to get a strike.
Here's Yakubu, needs support in the middle. Kwasi's bursting to get there and does! Goal kick.
It's a great break from midfield from Nigel Kwasi. We haven't seen it too often in this game. Just crowded out by the Liverpool defenders. It needs to get back quickly, get back into that midfield and help out.
Liverpool aggrieved enough at the addition of an extra fixture with this replay when Gerard Houlier's team had enough chances to wrap it up at the first attempt. Now find themselves on the brink of an exit from the FA Cup before the quarter-final stage. Steve Finnan, Milan Barosh. Taylor not giving up, very committed. Milan Barosh, whose handball early was spotted by that same official, is now carrying on an argument with him about the tackle.
Just a bit frustrated there. don't think he felt that there was any free kick or the ball hadn't gone out there, but the assistant referee decided that an infringement had occurred and gave Portsmouth the free kick. You do get the feeling that Liverpool are going to have one more chance to get an equaliser before the end of the game. Just whether they're good enough, or two, they can actually beat Shaka Hislop today.
Hislop again has been a man inspired. Murphy's kick. Hyypiä and Carragher both in there. Here's Sami Hyypiä. It's away from Gerrard. Finnan! Played in by Murphy. Zoe, the hero for Portsmouth, gets it away, only to Carragher. It really is going to be a frenetic last couple of minutes. Liverpool throwing everything at this now. Finnan, though, is tackled by Berkovic, who has the time to buy Portsmouth a bit of breathing space. Berkovic, Yakubu, and Hughes, who's got one goal already, tries to line one up for Harper, hurried it and gets it all wrong.
All he had to do was get it past the last defender there, and Kevin Harper was all on his own.
Well, could it be a costly giveaway of possession? Liverpool breaking with Murphy. Now Cinema Pongol. Well, that's how quickly fortunes can change sometimes.
Lack of experience there. You know, he's trying to fire the ball into the far post. He's got to take more time about it.
Well, it's going to be a fantastic achievement for Portsmouth if they make it. Richard Hughes got the second half goal. It puts them on the brink of their first quarter-final appearance in 7 years.
I thought his first touch wasn't good enough, but to his credit, he got out his feet. It's on his favoured left side. I tell you what, he's hammered that into the bottom corner. Look at the relief and the delight on the face of the Portsmouth players.
His 16th appearance for Portsmouth, Richard Hughes. It's his first goal for the club. But Liverpool will try and show here that they are not to be written off just yet. Murphy. Cleared by Isle Berkovic. Yakubu. Turned away by Murphy. Portsmouth then 3 minutes away from a place in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. And 3 minutes away from a result that will not only boost their standing in this competition, but will also give their loyal supporters hope that there's a bit of fighting spirit about them that might just keep them in the Premiership.
I'm not having he's not cold, that's a photo there. You and I are up here, gloves on, hats on, 65 layers of clothing, and he's got a little waistcoat on. At the moment, he wouldn't think anything of it either. Look at absolute delight on his face. His team look like they're going through to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup.
He won't be here, though. He'll have pneumonia. Away by Gerrard. Here's Finnan. Now Haman. Murphy. Now can Owen get away? Well in. Linvoy Primus, good defending again. Neat touch from Harper to get away from Carragher. There's a bit of a flourish about Portsmouth at the moment.
And he does the right thing there, doesn't he? He just clears the ball upfield. They'll regroup, get men behind the ball and make it difficult for Liverpool to get in behind them.
Portsmouth fans ready to acclaim what would be a famous FA Cup victory. But still some anxious moments may lie ahead. Carragher, though, overruns it. The face of Gerard Houllier tells the story for Liverpool. Missed chances cost them dear in the first match. Missed penalty here has cost them dear in the replay. Barosh. Finnan. Cinema Pongol's header down, and Taylor glad to get that one away. Another minute for Portsmouth to hang on. Carragher. Sami Hyypiä. Taylor's behind this and glad to get rid of it from Portsmouth's penalty area. Berkovic was one of 2 players in attack, but Finnan wins it. Now Murphy slides it through and Taylor closes the gap. It's pragmatic defending really now from Portsmouth. Just get it into their opponent's half. That's what Harry Redknapp wants them to do. Primus away this time. Now Smertin. Huppier wins it back for Liverpool. Now can they mount one last attack to take it into extra time? It's Murphy. Cleared by Harper. Check on the watch from Matt Messias. There goes the whistle. The Pompey chimes ring out. Portsmouth are in the last 8 of the FA Cup, and it's Richard Hughes' goal, his first ever goal for the club, that earns a quarter-final appearance against his old side Arsenal. Harry Redknapp's team dumped Liverpool out of the competition. Hughes the match winner, but Shaka Hislop had a part to play as well with some crucial saves, not least a penalty save to deny Michael Owen. It's sweet revenge in the FA Cup for Portsmouth for what happened 12 years ago when they lost out in a penalty shootout. There were more penalty incidents in this one. First one awarded by Matt Messias, but then rescinded when he realised that a handball that he thought was Linvoy Primus's was in fact Milan Baros's. Then he did award a penalty for Taylor's challenge. It looked an unjust penalty, but justice was done when Owen missed from the spot and Shaka Hislop made a penalty save on his 35th birthday. Richard Hughes, the substitute, sent on for the second half by Portsmouth, means that there may well be more returns for Milan Mandrić, the chairman, on the money that he's put into this club as their lucrative run in this competition continues. And now they will take on the holders in the quarter-finals.
Well, this shows you what this FA Cup competition is all about. Last week, Portsmouth looked dead and buried after Liverpool had scored an early goal. Liverpool had so many chances to make the game safe. They didn't. Portsmouth got that all-important equaliser, and even today they showed great resolve and determination. They didn't get forward that often, but they got that all-important goal from Richard Hughes, his first one for the club, and they're the team that are going to be facing Arsenal in the next round of this great competition.